Kris Krohn here, believing that you can have it all. Today, I want to share with you 10 specific habits that I haven't found in other books. This is my personal collection of 10 specific habits that have helped me become the person that I have helped me make millions of dollars. And I'm sharing them with you today, hoping that one or two or three of these are going to resonate and help unlock the next level of your character that will help you produce similar and even greater results in your life.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
What's up, my friends? Listen up, Mavericks. Today, I want to talk about something unique, right? These 10 habits that have made me millions of dollars. They're not habits that you're going to find in 7 Habits of Highly Effective Whatevers. These are actually things that I had to figure out from the $2+ million that I've invested and paid in my mentors. And I want to give them to you right now. I hope you'll take this video to heart and take some notes on this, because these things, I've put my Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours in to become an expert on these items. And for me, I can honestly tell you, they are what has made all the difference in the world for me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with these. I'm going to go through them. The first one that I want to share with you is you have got to learn how to be accountable. Most people are not accountable for their actions, but I'm actually talking about accountable to your commitments. It's so easy for us to say we're going to do something, but the question is, are we really going to do it? And if we don't, are we man enough or woman enough to actually step up and say, here's why it didn't go down? It's not about being perfect, and it's not about letting people down, and it's not about people pleasing. Question is, if you commit to do something, can you hold yourself accountable to become the person that actually does it? We live in a society today that rewards victimhood. We get people that when things don't go their way, they whine, they complain, and at the end of the day, it's bad because they don't get what they want, but it's worse because they've convinced themselves that it was okay because they didn't have to be accountable. They could point the finger and they could blame somebody else. Accountability, so huge. The second habit is be considerate. This is kind of a weird one, but it's amazing how many douchebags are out there in the world today. I'm amazed at how many people that are making money or rising up or doing cool things feel like, hey, because I have money now, I don't actually have to be nice or kind or considerate. And what's worse is that the pride of the poor, they do it more than the pride of the rich. So you got poor people that aren't considerate either. Considerate for me means being kind, caring human being, right? Reality is you and I, we share so many of the same similar fears and desires and wants, and at the same time, insecurities, wondering, am I enough? Am I good enough? Am I gonna make it? No amount of money or achievement can cover any of that up. The reality is that you are not broken, you are good enough, so let's treat everyone else as if we're all on the same journey at some level, trying to figure out how to get where we're trying to go. Be a considerate human being. Now, the third one is when we kind of go off a little bit here. I wanna invite you to get present. Most people will spend very little of their time in life actually being present. They're literally reliving the past, or they're worried about the future. And for most of us, when we revisit the past, it's not in a happy state. We're actually going into the past and it produces sadness for us, or we go into the future and it produces anxiety. But there's only power in the present moment. Like, you only really have the power to act when you're here and now. Even though you are present in this timeline, you can put yourself mentally into a place that you used to be or a place that you want to be. And there are productive ways of doing this, but most of us don't do that. We're not productive. And so we lose all sorts of personal power and the power to act, because bottom line is we're not really being present. Let me share with you where we fail the most. In our thoughts. We tolerate stinking thinking. We think poorly about ourselves, we think poorly about others. And as a result, it reflects then in our outward ordinances. It reflects in the life that we're living. Being present means get mindful, become aware of your thoughts, and start asking, wait a second, I'm committed to thinking powerful, positive thoughts. I'm committed to being empowering every single day. I'm empowered. I'm committed to living the best life I possibly can. And then juxtapose those to the other thoughts that are saying, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. It's never going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Reality is we've got both of those in our head, and at some point become present enough to choose. Which side am I on? The light side or the dark side? The good side or the negative side? Be present. When you're present, you can be super, super powerful and you can get a whole lot done. The next one I want to share with you is to be audacious. This has been one of my rules from the beginning. Audacity is your ability to go beyond and to make a serious, huge threat at mediocrity. It basically says, there's nothing average about me. I came to this world a 10, and I'm gonna leave this world a 10. Somewhere along the way, we forgot that. And then we told ourselves that I'm a 6, I'm a 4, I'm a 2, I'm a 1, I'm checking out, I'm gonna commit suicide. Be audacious, live life to the fullest that you possibly can. And put faith into this indomitable spirit that says, I'm gonna go and try and tackle something huge, and I'll probably fail trying. And that's okay. I would rather fail at trying to do something great than living below mediocrity, which is something too many people do. Be loyal. This is number 5 for me. I'm gonna tell you right now that we got a lot of young people, a lot of audience members here, and the people that you know today are the people that you'll likely still be running into 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And once you lose a friendship, or if you do something that sours it, reality is a lot of people have a very hard time recovering from a negative relationship. But today I got to celebrate a couple of my friends that I've known for a long time now. And it's amazing what we've been able to build and create together because there's been a loyalty, there's been an understanding that, hey, we're in this thing together, let's figure it out. Breed loyalty. Choose to be loyal. If you're in a relationship, be committed, be faithful. Number 6 that I want to share with you that has been huge in my life is you have got to learn how to be your word. And I mean this in the most literal way that I possibly can. As in, hey, I'll call you back in 2 minutes. And you haven't called them back by the end of the day. You are not your word. Get literal. Do what you say you're going to do. This is integrity. Integrity is to learn how to be your word. Ask yourself, become aware today. What are the things that I say? And do I do everything that I say? Because if you're not aware of how you're not doing everything you say, then you're not aware of your own blind spot on how you're ripping yourself off and everyone else off because there's a lack of congruity there. Number 7, this one is huge and I find it almost nowhere. Be freaking coachable. Get teachable. As in you don't know everything. In fact, you almost know nothing. The more I know, the more I feel like I know absolutely nothing. You need mentors, you need coaches, you need people who have gone beyond, gone above, done things that you've never done before. Most of us, however, have stopped after high school or college asking questions. We stop reading books. We stop being inquisitive. We fall into a rut, a routine, and a way of living life. And you know what? That's boring. You're basically a robot. You're essentially doing nothing more than living life and reacting based on choices you made a long time ago. Being coachable, open-minded, and teachable means I'm seeking new information. I'm seeking a new way. I'm redesigning my life, and I'm open to receiving it. Who are the people out there that you need in your life that you can get proximity to that can help you level up? Doesn't matter if you're not coachable. Doesn't matter if you're not teachable. One of the other things that I have to put up here for my top 10 is you have to learn how to be forgiving. The opposite of this, grudge holder. I'm going to tell you right now, the toxicity of a grudge holder is something I cannot stand. I refuse to even just be friends or acquaintances with someone that is a grudge holder. You know why? Because if they are a grudge holder, if you spend enough time with them, eventually they will hold a grudge against you. It's their perception, it's the way they see the world. And if you're watching this and you know that you're a grudge holder, no matter what that person did that pissed you off, no matter what that person did that wronged you, you're the one suffering today, and that's why you're holding grudges. And you can think you're repressing it, ignoring it, and that it's not bothering you. It is taking away your life force and your life energy, because unforgiving people, they are not people I want to be around. We're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. You as well. And so if you can't forgive others, it just means that you can't forgive yourself. And that's just way too high of a standard that I'm not willing to be in a relationship with, because I'm going to freaking mess up. So I want to be around people that say, I get that, and I get that you're doing your best. I have a belief that accompanies that says I believe people are doing the best that they know how. So with that being said, be forgiving. Number 9, be early. Be early to everything. I'm not talking about there's a date tonight and I'm going to pick her up 5 minutes early. I'm talking about there is something for you to do in this phase of your life. Get it done sooner. Live like there's passion and purpose, and that there's literally fire on your butt, and that you've got a reason to move and make things happen. I live like I'm playing the hot lava game since I was a kid. The lava is coming, and if you don't haul, you're going to get consumed by the fire. Just play the game without the fear. Reality is, when I was in my early 20s, I said, you know what? I don't want to be retired when I'm 50. I want to be retired in my 20s. Because I was early, I've been able to have the most amazing life experiences that I couldn't have had otherwise. Being early means I have a chance to have it all, live it all, do it all. I want to be early to everything that's showing up. So for example, I got 4 kids. Right now, one of them just turned teenager. The other 3 are young. I decided that I was going to be the most brilliant parent on the planet, excellent parent when it came to parenting teenagers. I was going to master the emotions and breakthrough and the ability to connect with them in the most meaningful ways. Be early to everything. If you want it, get it earlier than society says you can have it, and you'll have more life to live. I'm not saying that's the right way. I'm saying that's the Kris Krohn way. And I'm telling you that for me, it works. I don't know if it'll work for you, but these are 10 habits that have made me my millions of dollars, and I'm sharing them with you. The last one that I want to share here is be fit. You might be caring about money. That might be why you're on this channel. Maybe it's the mindset stuff and hacks that I share with you. But the reality is, 2 greatest currencies that you have that at one point will mean more than all the money in the world is your personal health and time. If you don't got time, you're robbed. And if you don't have your health, you're robbed. If there is something you can do to gain more health, it is something that you'll appreciate, because at some point in your life, you would give all your money for more time or more health and fitness. So those are 10 habits that for me have made me who I am. Now there's 1,000 things that you could beast into a habit for you, but these are 10 things that have had more meaning to me than any of the rest. And as I was sitting here making a video for you today, I just said, you know what? What is the best thing I could make a video on today to help you get where you want to go? Character. Your character shapes your destiny. The character that you have, we all get to choose. It is not your identity. It is changeable. It is moldable. You actually have the ability to do that. And by the way, if you haven't come out to one of my events, we actually help you shape your identity into the person that will help you ultimately form your lifelong destiny that you hope to achieve. And for me, that's what I've shared with you today. My character is rooted in 10 of these things and a whole lot more. What is your character? What are you doing to intentionally define it? I dare you to take one of these items that sounds real good that you've been living without, and then find a way to actually put it as a priority into daily practice for you. And with time, you can beast that into who you are and become that person. Thanks so much for watching today. Appreciate you very much. In the link below, you get a video and some information about one of my next events. They are life-changing. And if you're like due for a life-changing experience, if you haven't had a life-changing experience in the last 90 days, it has been way too long. So click the link below, make it a priority. Come get live with me. Get proximity to me and my team. And I can promise you that by day 1 of the 4-day event, you'll already be able to shout at the top of your lungs that you just had an amazing life-changing experience. Thank you so much. Do not forget to like, because when you do, it tells the YouTube algorithm that Kris's content is worth sharing. If it gave you value, share it with someone else, or in the least, hit that like. Take care. See you on tomorrow's video.